Welcome back, trainers. So, for the first time ever in Pokemon Go, you can now actually find evolved forms shiny in the wild. That is going to be Nidorina and Nidoqueen. As far as any other Pokemon, it's not happening yet, just these two, and you can only do it for a few more hours. By the time I get this video up, it's probably going to be over. I don't think you're going to be able to find those evolved stages after this little 24-hour event they have going now. Take a look at my ring that I have around my avatar to the left, and then I have a friend to the right who does not have the newest version. Now, I saw this change during the version 0.123.1, and now I have version 0.123.2, and obviously it's still here, so it wasn't some sort of bug. It's helping me grind, catch a lot more Pokemon within my reach. I can hit Pokestops a lot easier without going all the way to a specific spot. It's fantastic. I don't know if this is just something that's going to happen in Alaska, because I know the higher up you go on the equator, the bigger your ring is going to get and easier it is to spin stops and hit gyms and things like that. So yes, let me take a step back. The closer you are to the equator, the smaller your circle is going to get. Obviously, we're literally right next to each other here, so there's no way that that could be the problem. So definitely a improvement, I would assume, and you're going to get a larger ring once you update the farther you are from the equator. Like I said, I am in Alaska, and this is going to make it a lot easier come wintertime, so I don't have to possibly park somewhere and then walk through the snow to get to some specific spot. So let me know in the comments if you have the version 0.123.1 or above and you've noticed that your ring has increased in radius. Yeah, so like I said earlier, you can catch these in the wild, stated by Niantic here, so hopefully we could see this more in the future. It wasn't like a mistype. They meant what they said. You can find all three in the wild, and people in fact have been doing that left and right. Me, unfortunately, not yet. Righty, we are over here on the Go Hub. We're going to be taking a look at 18 new moves. Very nice article that they put together here. So yes, there was new moves introduced into the Pokemon Go's APK. Now we're just going to take a look and see what Pokemon can learn which moves. So I'll leave a link in the description so you can check out everything for yourself. First move we have is Meteor Mash. We basically know that's going to be for Metagross's Community Day. If Clefairy was able to learn it, then whoopee, that's going to be amazing. But we know that's what it's going to receive on Community Day. So make sure you start saving up those Pineapple Berries and Ultra Balls to get ready for this Metagross, or should I say Beldum Community Day, because wowie wow, I think it's going to be the biggest one to date. Skull Bash is a move that Blastoise learned in the main series games, Sharpedo as well, but mostly you would probably use it on a Blastoise. It is a normal type, doing 130 damage in the main series games, so it's, you know, something to think about. Maybe another option to use while you're under partly cloudy weather, maybe get a boost, kind of like a Hyper Beam on Blastoise almost. And then you have Acid Spray, poison move, and it's probably going to be a, I don't know, maybe a quick move, maybe a charge move for 4 bars, 3 bars. Should be for a okay gym defender. I mean, even if those moves aren't doing massive damage, as long as they're continuously attacking and making the opponent have to dodge or just take damage, they're somewhat decent, because let's be realistic, if somebody's attacking that gym, it's going down anyways. You just have to put as much damage onto them. There you have Acid Spray. Let's keep going here. Earth Power in the main series, 90. That's the power. Now, if it becomes a 2 charge bar move for 90 in Pokemon Go, it could be somewhat game-changing for Nidoking, Nidoqueen, Flygon, and Groudon, if Groudon can learn it. Claydol too, any one of these Pokemon that can learn it, it's going to be changing for them, because it's actually going to be very useful. Dugtrio is a very fragile Pokemon, so you don't really need to worry about it. I've used it a few times, actually more than a few, quite a few times, and it just goes down. It's like Deoxys, basically. So Nidoking, if it receives that move, wow, that would be great. Earth Power, 2 charge bar move, that's, you know, great. It needs something like that. It doesn't have a 2 charge bar move, so it's kind of annoying. Groudon is yet to receive its signature move. If it can learn this move, wow, it's going to be quite game-changing for that situation as far as ground types go. Anyways, and remember, it's going to receive some sort of signature move in the future, and you may want to hold off on powering too many Groudons up now, because then you'll be stuck with Earthquake, and unless Niantic changes the formula they've been doing, you're not going to be able to TM that signature move, therefore rendering your Earthquake ones kind of, you know, not useless, but we've went over this 100 times. They're going to become less valuable. Crabhammer is going to be for Kingler and Crawdaunt. Should make Kingler a decent gym defender and or attacker, even with this CP rework, and you don't have to worry about too much. The Pokemon that you invested Stardust in are not going to become like just horrible or something. Yes, they're going to maybe a chance. Blissies are going to be dropping in CP, but they should still be performing the same. If anything, they might even be getting more charge moves off. Just think of it like that. And yeah, I've seen a few people ask, am I going to get my Stardust back? No way. It's not going to work. I mean, anything's possible. Who knows what they're going to do? But I don't think they're going to be doing that. They're not going to give you your Stardust back. They're just going to, everything's going to rework. And that's just it. So don't fear too much. The Pokemon you powered up are not going to become horrible. It's just going to have to, you're going to get used to it. And it's to balance the future of PvP, player versus player. Crush Claw, and here you go. 70 power, physical, normal type, main series game. Octazooka is Octillery's signature move, so that's the only Pokemon that can learn it. Mirror Shot, steel type move, 75 power. That's probably going to be a 2 charge bar, 1 charge bar, or sorry, 2 or 3 charge bar move. Magnezone in the zone. There we go. He's going to probably learn that move for sure. Fell Sting, bug type move. So there you go. Leaf Tornado. Yeah, that's going to be pretty good. Maybe 3 charge bar move again for grass types. Victory Bell's already looking pretty good, so he doesn't really necessarily need that. As far as Trophius and the other ones, we'll have to wait and see. Shiftry's just, he's a decent Pokemon. I haven't powered one up, but Leech Life. Okay, so it's a bug type move. It's going to be on Crobat. Technically, that can be good because what is Crobat? Not necessarily Zubat because you're not going to use that in battle. Maybe a Golbat, I guess, but let's just stick to Crobat and Venomoth. Mostly Crobat because he is weak against Psychic types. And if you have a bug move, well, that's going to be super effective. Although Crobat has Shadow Ball at the moment, so you already have the Psychic types covered. But who knows? We'll see what happens. You'll also be able to do super effective damage against bug types, I guess. But at the same time, you still are covered for bug type moves with your flying type. So just another move in the game. Drain Punch. Now, this is something we need to pay attention to. This could make Glade outperform Machamp, possibly. Because people were saying, oh, I can't outperform it. Well, maybe with this move, Drain Punch. And there's a couple other fighting moves. But it doesn't look like they're in here. We'll just continue on. So, yeah, that should be interesting to see how that works out. Shadow Bone. Samarowak's signature move, so we'll see how that works out. Hopefully they'll probably release it again in a raid, and or you may be able to just TM it, I would assume. Muddy Water, that is a pretty decent move. Swampert's going to make its 2 charge bar move a lot better than Surf, because Surf is kind of not that strong, although it's a great move to have because it's very fast. Like, it just bam comes in, and it's even hard for me to dodge sometimes because I'm not paying attention. And you have Kyogre. What do you think? Kyogre, would it be good with that? 2 charge bar move for 90? Absolutely, yes, it would be. Would it outperform Hydro Pump? I am not too sure on the numbers yet on that. We'll see in the future. So there's Muddy Water, pretty cool. Blaze Kick. You got Hitmonlee learning a fire move, and then Blaziken learning a fire move as well. That'd be pretty fun to see. 2 charge bar move, I would assume, for 85 each. Or maybe they just might bump it up to 90 or bring it down to 80. We'll see how that goes. Razor Shell. Alright, there you go. Simple little move for those types of Pokemon there. Super powered. Alright, here's another fighting type move. Although Drain Punch is more than likely going to be a 2 charge bar move for 90 or maybe 100 if we're lucky. Super Power is going to be around 120 for 1 bar. It's going to be like close combat, so it's going to be a good one, but you always want to go for the 2 charge bars, so that's just, you know, they're going to outperform the 1 bars always. Well, for now, we'll see how they change everything up. Nidoqueen Pinsir, Feraligatr, Regirock, Asmongold, Regice, Registeel, Deoxys. Interesting. Very interesting. Now, with this whole change, I wonder if it's going to be able to stay in the fight longer. Because if it does, super power on this is going to be amazing. He's going to be almost, I want to say, as useful as a Mewtwo. but you're going to be able to go into those gyms and actually do something instead of just taking massive damage and barely putting on, damage to other Pokemon unless the thing is basically completely decayed. So superpower should help it out great to get through those fighting types and those Tyrannotars, which it struggles to get through. But oof, oh my goodness, guys, it's coming in to Pokemon Go. Let the memes flow. Right, and here they have a list of meta-changing moves, which I completely agree with. The only one that I think is, superpower is actually going to be great because you have Focus Blast currently, and only certain Pokemon can learn that. Now others can have a nice fighting move and do super effective damage to those normal types in the gym. But number one on this list, what do I think? It's going to be Earth Power. If Nidoking and Groudon can learn that move, it's going to be amazing. Meteor Mash on Metagross obviously is going to be game-changing as well. Finally, a 2-charge bar move on Metagross. And then you have Drain Punch, which is going to be on Glade, more than likely, and a few other fighting types as well. Now, Muddy Water, if Kyogre can learn that, actually, and they allow us to do that, that's going to be great. I don't think they're going to, put that in for its move. We'll just have to see. Leaf Tornado is going to be great, obviously, too. And then that superpower is going to be a nice addition to Pokemon that weren't super effective towards normal types, seeing that's all we see in the gyms now. So this is going to be great. Very nice move list. The future of Pokemon Go and Gen 4 and meta changing statistics is coming because we have the whole CP rework, these moves getting introduced. So it's just going to be a good old time. So there you have it, trainers. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a like. The future of Pokemon Go is looking amazing. We got all these events coming. Halloween is what I'm really excited for. They're going to really drop it on us with Giratina and possibly Gen 4 Pokemon. So yeah, check out that ring again. Isn't that just massive? And once again, I'm playing in Anchorage, so that is why it is so humongous. Alright, traders, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you all next time.